Hello, dude. You calling me big dog's pretty crazy. It makes me feel good. Hi, Snake Rep. Okay. My hands are dry. Really dry today. Like, fucking moisturized them like 5 times already. Little afternoon stream on a Friday. Keyboard time indeed. Hi, JQ. How you doing? Oh, you know what? I have to go grab the keycaps. I forgot to grab them out of the box. 1 second. Hello, cracked, moisturized. My hands are so bad today. They are quite the awful. Where is my keycaps? They are awful today. The stream about to hit clack in the 80s. Well, I actually modded 2 sets of switches today. Client gave us free range on which switches, and I was thinking about doing MX2As, which I have a set of MX2As made. However, I was actually thinking we do some modded L'Orange switches. I think that would be really cool on this. Would make the Manta look pretty sick. And then as like complete backup, I did mod a set of KeyGeek Y2s. That one there is just standard lube. Like, I didn't spring swap them or anything. But I mean, I think the Y2s might also be good. Ultimately, it's up to either the client, or I mean, I think I'll just leave it up to the client, but I really think the L'Orange switches could be really cool in this. Yeah, the Y2s might also be dope. For the client, if you want to DM me on Discord, you do you. I know you said it's up to me, but I gave you some options. Vaz Green Patina curiosity question. There's a lot of aesthetic variation between patinas. Why is that? They're just freestyling. There ain't no rhyme or reason. Literally freestyling it. Tell me your mod on your L'Oranges. They are a new spring. It's been a few days since I modded them. I think I used a 63.5 gram spring. Why does my hair look so dry? I just washed it. And then they are just looped. I couldn't get a film in the L'Orange switches. Like, it wouldn't close properly, so I just decided against it. I honestly don't think you need films on L'Orange switches. The L'Oranges. And then the Y2s are just standard lube. And then the MX2As are an older batch that I have. That batch I think I just did with regular schmegular, like 58 gram springs. And then, you know, filmed, lube, the whole shebang. Curious your thoughts on the Y2s. I honestly, I thought they were under lubed. The ones that I had. I had to like go over everything. So I'll defer the switch choice to you. Okay, JQ. I'm thinking L'Orange switches. I think those are the ones. I don't know. We'll see. I think those would be cool in this, but I'm also like...
Hello, Alex. Greetings. After being subbed to you for 42 months, it has taught me one thing. Orange.
Aren't you glad you're here? Sorry. So early? Today's an early stream. Alright. Here is the Manta. L'Orange would be interesting. MX2As, of course, would bang. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at with this. I really feel like the MX2As are the classic. And maybe we give the classic feeling to this. Have I built one of these before? First time. Never built a Manta in my entire life. Actually, you know what? Before we get too started, we just chill a little bit. The guy Timmy, thank you so much for
18 months. Holy crap, I cannot believe it to be true. Good to see you, Mr. Toes.
Dude, thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you guys for all being here. I had a good night last night. A good night in Diablo, that is. I got some good gear. I had to redo my whole build because I was like hitting a wall with my current build in Diablo, so sure, buddy. Damn. Today though, I'm gonna be honest, today I did a bunch of work this morning. I still have to do a bunch of work after this. I think I need a break this weekend. I think my Sunday stream is getting moved. Thank God. But yeah, I definitely need a break. No, Diablo. Diablo has been my current addiction. Also, I'm really sorry about something on the Manta, guys. Unfortunately, the QR code that I used, which was supposed to link to a build guide, which I sort of set up, I was actually going to finalize it when we launched the product, like, and publish the website. But the QR code company, who said that my one QR code was free as long as I didn't hit 1,000 clicks per month, which, I mean, there's not 1,000 units sold, so, like, I didn't see why there would be that many clicks. And they said, yeah, this would work for the next, like, 5 to 10 years, like, whatever. Because, like, I originally purchased the plan, like, the initial thing for it. Someone reported it not working, so I went into my account, and I was like, that's not right. Long story short, because it was, like, phone calls and also, like, trying to figure out things, they have moved to a subscription plan. So they actually did give me a refund for my initial purchase, which was, like, $50-$60. And now it's $35 a month. Like, that's the bare minimum that I have to pay. I am not spending $35 a month for this. For one fucking QR code. So, obviously, like, it doesn't work. And if I want to make a new one, the current QR code just doesn't work. So, like, this whole QR thing just doesn't work. Not worth it? No, it's definitely not worth it. Because then how long do I let it run for? You know what I mean? Because, long story short, they won't honor it. It was with a big company, too, I think, for QR stuff. Like, the main one. Anyways, I'll figure out the name later, but the only benefit of using the service is you get a simpler, custom-looking QR code. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. What am I supposed to say? Like, I'm so pissed. I've used QR codes before, and it's always been good. Like, I've never had an issue with QR codes in the past, but first time for everything, I suppose. Indeed, indeed. Alright, let me get some stats for everybody here, and then we'll start building. I received 2 defective PCBs for this board. The components were soldered on poorly. They fell off my hand. Yes, we're aware of that issue, Worth. Just reach out to your vendor, and then... Oh, that's my music for Spotify. Listening to Amadoy. Just message your vendor, and they will send you a new PCB. Unfortunately, we've already kind of gone through this. There was a problem with the fabricator for the PCB. There's nothing we can do. Everything was marked as QC, like from them. When the factory got it to pack, everything was fine. It does seem like stuff fell off in transit. It seemed like, from what we can understand now, an initial batch of PCBs were done improperly. But we're offering everyone replacements. So, Teehee merch? Yes, Teehee merch today. But yes, just message your vendor and they'll get you sorted. Easy peasy. Alright. Little Manter. This doesn't actually fit underneath this because of this artisan. So, I'm actually going to unplug my keyboard today. Just so we have room on the desk. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit. Yeah. We're bummed about the initial batch of PCBs, but I mean, nothing you can do. It's how you handle problems, right? That's how you do it, right? That's the mark of character, how you handle problems. Little pumice stone. I built my F1 and I can't stop typing on it. Great board. Let's open this bad boy up. Going to sleep now? You have a good one, Impy. Alex, any tips on EC PCBs having some key chatter? Oh, dude. Yo, let me tell you, I just went through troubleshooting on a client's EC board that I built, and EC is a tricky one. It is a very, very fickle device sometimes to get right. All I could say is even sometimes like alignments of springs and everything could make the difference for how your EC board sounds and feels. I've even narrowed it down to like the housings that we used for another person's board were causing issues. So it's just so many things can go wrong. I don't even know what to give you as advice, you know? Ooh, the lighting on this looks real good right now. Was hoping it'd be an Americano unit today. I think I showed you guys the Americano one, right? All right, we're gonna move this off to the side. And then, I think we're in here, right? Yes. I put the feet on first. We have so many little bags. Here we go. Pumice is very classy. Yes. Ooh, Jabronis, I'm hoping you like the board. We're really happy with the time frame everything came in, by the way. We hit our Q2 mark. We're really, really happy. Can't wait to start seeing Tangerine Mantas. They've already been shipped to vendors. So those are going to be shipping really shortly because those were shipped by air, I think, to everybody. Parts on standby? Hell yes. Manta. All right. I didn't pick one up for myself. I only got a few extras for myself. Like, I'm not a vendor, so like I didn't really have a need to buy so many. But I got a few personal units, and that's really it. Do you remember when someone in chat asked if the Venom P65 PCB works with Manta? Have you tested it since then? I have not tested it. I should test it soon. Yeah, maybe I'll do that sooner rather than later. Technically, it's sitting right there, a Venom, so I can... Yeah, I guess I have extra plates, so yeah, that would be an easy one to test. Maybe we'll do that. If there's a stream that's coming up soon, perhaps we'll do that, where I'll take a little peek-sees at it. Do you remember when someone in chat asked... Oh, I already read that one there. They'll go very fast. Oh, for extras? Well, I hope A is okay with how the extra sales go. I hope people don't get, like, upsetty spaghetti if they go really quick, or if they don't go really quick. I don't know. I don't even know the right answer for all this, but we'll see. We shall see. Let me get scissors. I think for next time, the one change I will be making, of a request making for next time, I don't like the sticker on the PCB. I'm going to be real with you. I want the tearaway one next time. So I'm going to request the tearaway ones. I think it's more fun to open. Small little problem, I suppose. You're a good-looking man? Thank you. I'm looking very rugged today, though. Okay. Let's open this thing up. Boom. People just make up reasons to be upset? I suppose. Little Gondo PCB. We're looking good for the PCB. Perfect, perfect. Solder unit today. You had those on the Proto? Which one? Oh, yeah, the tearaway bags? Yeah, I don't know what changed. I think maybe some stuff got lost in, like, communication, or maybe something towards the end, but I'll definitely request it for next time. Yeah, Matt is a lot of people's default state of mind. I should raise the desk here, though. Pissing me off. If there are extras, this is depth the color I'm getting. This one here is such a pretty color. Let me show you guys again the bottom of this one here. It is beautiful. Really seals in the PCB flavor. Yeah. Can you tell me if you've done a review of clicky switches? I mean, not for a while. It's been a hot minute. So, what are we thinking though, guys? We're gonna stick with the Laranges. I'm still not sure myself. Also, what do you guys have planned for the weekend? I heard perhaps it's a long weekend for some people, but I don't know if that's right. Or maybe that's next weekend? I don't know. Brush. Brush is here. Saw you on a podcast? Oh, yeah. Have you guys watched the podcast episode with Mr. Hubert and Simon and stuff? Hello? Oh, that's right. This weekend is Mother's Day. Guys, don't forget, it's Mother's Day this weekend. We're doing stuff, so I haven't forgotten. I just slipped my mind in the moment, you know? Don't forget, everybody. Where is my tub of lube now? It's hiding behind my hand cream. I want to build my PMM Pulse with WMod, but the guy who I bought the mouse internals from shipped an empty box by accident. Pause 1 sec. Jones. Pause. Is he sending you the actual stuff? How the hell did he manage to ship an empty box by accident? It's on the way? Damn. I bet that was a weird thing to kind of deal with. That is interesting. Yeah. He took pictures and did not put it back in the box. Oh. Oh, man. What the hell? That is something, bro. I'm getting ready to move out of state for a new job. Oh, nice. That sounds exciting. I'm really happy for you. Getting a haircut, Chayo? Honestly, I should go get a haircut tonight. I'm gonna actually, no, I have to do a few things. But I'm hoping to have like a normal day of work today, which means I can probably stop working at a normal time, which means I might have time for a haircut today too. My hair grows like a weed. When are you showing us the new key machine? Mike said you should have it by now. The hell? Mike's lying. Who's Mike? What's key machine? I don't have it yet, to be honest with you. It should arrive I think it actually might arrive Monday, to be honest. A lot of stuff from mine, I got delivery notifications this morning saying things were delayed. So, I don't know. I don't know if it'll actually arrive today. He's lying. Ain't me, bro. I would never do that to you guys. It though, he would do that. I'm not that guy. GMK alexotos set when? I mean, we're actually, Riley and I are working on a little something. I'm not going to tell you guys more details though. I'll hype it up though. Alex would never tell a lie this close to Mother's Day. Absolutely not. My hairstylist is also a lesbian, so we gossip all the time about the local queer scene. Chayo, gossip and haircuts could never be me. I'm one of those guys who goes to get a haircut, and I just don't want to talk. I never want to say a fucking thing. Just cut my hair, and I want to leave. You know what goes through my mind that's probably not real, but it goes through my mind that if I talk to the person, they're gonna fuck up my hair. And I just want to get in and get out. I'm telling my stylist everything. I used to have a good relationship with one of my hairdressers when I was much younger, but then they quit doing hair. So I've been a very in and out kind of guy. I'm not awkward about it though. I'm just good, and then that's it. You guys yap? One of the newer guys I've been going to, we've been chit-chatting because He's into like traveling and taking pictures, but past that, like the little bit of chit chat I have, like I don't know, I ain't got the mental energy. I think getting a haircut is super therapeutic for me, and I like quiet time. You know, the quiet time means a lot more to me than you guys could imagine during that moment. Barbara's always be pulling out some crazy conspiracy theories or insane political opinions. I just stay quiet now. Okay, I haven't had that happen to me. Girls were breaking my heart, and she told me about her life, her wife rather. It's incredible. There it is. There it is. They've been hair sober for how much time? Getting haircuts makes me hella sleep. I can see that. Okay. When I used to live at my parents' place, I went to, it's closed down now, but I went to a salon because there was no good barbers near me. And the salon I went to, there was a lady who worked there who I knew through friends. And the salon was, honestly, for guys, no more expensive than going to the local barbers. But they did the whole thing. It was like, you got your hair washed, you got the hot towel over your face or whatever. And because like I knew the person, she'd always like throw in like, you know, like one of the extra like facial things or whatever that salons do. That was probably the only time I would actually feel like sleepy when I would go get my haircut, because it was more than just the haircut. It was getting pampered basically. I would never go back, not because I don't believe in getting pampered as a guy, because I don't believe in the price points. It's too expensive nowadays. So I remember I was like, hey, let me go see what a salon costs now. And if you want all that done at a salon, it's like double the price for just going to like the local barber. No one's touching my feet. Not because I don't want people to touch my feet. It's because I'm embarrassed. I've stubbed my toes like 15,000 times over my lifetime. So all my toenails are basically destroyed. And I don't want no one to see that. Even I don't like seeing it, so. I have a great relationship with my barber. He's been doing my hair for over 8 years and still charges me the original price. Damn! And you built my keyboard? What a good barber. And you're a good guy too. It's been 3 years since I got my hair cut. During COVID, how did you guys deal with that? We started doing it, like my girlfriend started cutting my hair during COVID. And honestly, only occasionally when she's not feeling it do I go to the barber. Other than that, we kind of like saving because it's like $50. Like we kind of don't mind saving the $50. We'd rather like treat ourselves to a dinner that night instead. And my hair is not that difficult to cut. COVID is the reason I have a man bun. Do you rock it though? Be honest. Do you like it? Canadian buckaroonies are... So it's like $35-$40 for a haircut here, depending on which barber you go to, and then you tip. So $50 being expensive to y'all is insane. Well, for guys, I think girls they have a lot more hair, so it's probably a lot more... Well, not all girls, but like most girls probably have a lot more to cut. So like it's more time in the chair. I get that. I get that aspect of things. But yeah, for like my hair, it's buzzers and like some clippers, and that's it. Like, it takes like 10-15 minutes. So, can we please get rid of tipping culture? You know, I read this interesting Reddit thread while I was trying to fall asleep last night. That millennials are tired. I don't know if it's just millennials, but in the article, they're saying they interviewed like 30 people or whatever, and millennials, for the most part, versus any other generation, are super tired of tipping. While like younger generations feel like tipping is necessary and they will get upset with you if you don't tip. I don't necessarily agree with that. Every person I've ever met just hates tipping culture. But yeah, I'm also... Like, for example, I'm getting takeout food and there's a tip button. And like, there was no service provided to me. I'm just taking the food home. The one that gets me the most though is... maybe you guys will disagree with me, okay? I go to Hot Pot or like I go to anything where it's like I have to cook my own food, and I got a tip on that. What? Huh? I gotta do that? I got a tip for cooking my own food? Real? I don't know, bro. Like, I get the tip screen when I ordered food in the restaurant. Yeah. I accept that it's necessary as long as companies pay their people that way, but I think the tip culture is screwed up. I agree that it sucks that people are getting underpaid in some areas. I don't think it's every area. But I think the hard reality of it is it's never going to change if we keep accepting this is the reality of it. And I know that's like a tough pill to swallow, but like I also don't want to go to a restaurant. And it's not like food's fucking cheap these days. I also don't want to go to a restaurant and pay like $25 a plate minimum, and that's not including anything else. And then being like almost forced or my arms twisted to pay another 20% premium on top of that for a tip. I'm like tired of it, and I think like I'm happy to tip if service is really, really good. However, it feels like every interaction I have is now tip based. Good service equals tip? Yes. Money going to people with money, not workers? Yes. Hello, Manta build. Aka, how are you? Tipping culture is so foreign to us in the UK. Europe is great. They actually pay their employees. Honestly, I've read different things about here in Canada, but I don't know. I've had friends who worked jobs where tips are a huge source of income for them. I don't mean to sound like rude, but like I've had friends who have worked restaurant jobs and bartenders, and they make a hell of a lot of money off tips. And I know it's not everyone, but like it's a lot of money. And then I start to wonder, I'm like, bro, why am I tipping again? I thought it's kind of weird. I hate it when people are fake nice for higher tip. Just be yourself, even if you're serving. So nice.
Got a long day of work ahead of me, so glad I've got a Manta stream to keep me running.
Manta stream today. Thank you so much for the sub, dude. It's their hourly being minimum wage. I get it. The thing is, again, my thing is here, at least here where we live, right? I've heard the argument that like, okay, a server will make minimum wage if they don't get tipped, right? I think my thing is it's just okay, and I have yet to, and I'm open for discussion on this, but like I used to work retail, which is still technically a service-based job. Like you're helping people, you're explaining information to them, you're fetching things for them. What's the difference? I still made minimum wage, and that's considered like the norm. You're working retail. That's the minimum wage job. I was yelled at by people, so it's like, why is it like a norm for one thing and then not a norm for another? Assuming everyone's making minimum wage, right? I don't know. Maybe a conversation we probably shouldn't have, but I never realized how prominent tipping is in the US and Canada. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. It's exhausting because like you just see tip screens everywhere. And then for me, I get a sense of like, I can't, like, listen, man, I still want to go out and treat myself to things once in a blue moon, but like I can't get behind some of like the takeout tipping. And I just always feel like judged when I click no. So, but again, I understand there are tons of different arguments for things here. And I'm not saying one's right and one's wrong, but it does get a little exhausting. Alrighty. You should get tipped more. Constantly harassed by Anit. Anit gives me tips. Like, it's right there. Why aren't you streaming it this way, Alex? Do it this way. Okay, bruh. He'll be like, you should build it this way. Here's a tip for you. And it gives me a lot of tips. I never click no because I'm worried that I'm being a dick, even though I'm not being a dick. To be honest, and judge me, I don't really care, because like it's just, I'm happy to share what I've been trying to do. Like, again, if I'm sitting down in a restaurant and the service is awesome, I will tip. However, I've been in restaurants where we don't get our food for like 30 minutes, even though everyone else around us has. I've been in restaurants where nobody comes to check up on us, like nobody comes to take dishes. You have to go to them to get the bill. And I just don't know why like I'm tipping in that situation. There's nothing extra being done to my service. When I told me to tip and I asked why, she gave me a look, but explained to me, I honestly still don't get it. It's just very normalized in North America. So,
Zar1 did gifted a tier 1 sub to verbal underscore
appreciate it,
sparring.
man. Love you, buddy. Alright, next up. I top streamer if Strum is awesome. What happened? I was at a retail store recently and got hit with the tip screen. In a retail store? I have yet to have that happen to me. I just finished building my Manta and noticed something a bit odd. I'm not sure if it's expected behavior or not, but even with the force break mod, I'm hearing metal on metal pinging. I have not had that happen to in all the Mantas I build, Pan. I hate to ask this, Pan, and I'm not trying to make you sound like, are we sure the force break's in the right spot? I'm not trying to, question your judging or your ability to judge to build things. Yeah, it also could be that too. We should make a good point too. The screws could be like cranked a little too tight. That'll happen with any keyboard. Oh my god, Alex, so toxic. Oh my god, dude. No, I'm trying to problem solve. What if we all collectively just said no tip to tipping and normalize that? It'd be nice. Craziest one is if you go to a Topgolf and they ask for a tip, which makes sense if you get food/drinks, but they suggest a tip based off the price and the food and the Gulf Bay. Oh, true. I never thought about that too, because like part of the cost there is you renting out the area. Yeah, it's interesting. If it makes sense if it's just on the food and stuff. You're right. Is tipping in Canada as bad in the United States? I don't know how bad it is in the United States, just because I'm not from there, but I will say it's like everywhere in your face here in Canada. I have never ever met anyone who's gotten upset with me that I haven't tipped. I've definitely gotten some looks, but again, I am part of that mentality where like I will tip based off of service. Followed your video with customer builds, so I hope I got it right. Tell you what, Pan, we're building one today, so we'll go through it again together. I'm upset with you. You're always upset with me, though. Let's keep it a buck. You are always mad at me. The service fee or gratuity charge? Well, I think the most annoying one that we've ever dealt with was one time we went to a hot pot, just me and my girlfriend. We did not know this because it was hidden at the bottom of the menu, and there was an automatic 18% gratuity that you could not avoid. Like, it was just baked into the final bill. So when we got our bill, it was obviously like high, and we're just like looking through it, and then I read at the bottom it's like 18% gratuity. When you sit down, you are paying this 18% fee. And then the craziest part too, which I think they do it to trick you, is there was a button afterwards for tip. Which was the craziest part. Like, when you go to pay, it gave you another tip option. I have no clue, Oz. Honestly, we paid it. We didn't want to cause a fuss, and we just never showed up again. Ever. So. They still shouldn't be auto-gratuiting you as two top table that cooks your own food, though. I agree. Yeah, you got to be careful sometimes. All right. Is tip culture similar to the US and Canada? As someone, again, it may be someone who has more experience in both countries could tell us. I've only ever been to Morgantown and then to different airports in the United States. That's it. That's all I've ever been to, so I have no experience. Did you ask for tips on the Manta? Only tips isn't like how I should build it. That's it. What do you guys think? Call it and get it taken off. It's no big deal. Have you heard about the 4-wrap stabs V2? There's already V2s? I haven't tried. I have a pair. I just haven't tried it yet. I haven't had the chance. But I do have it here with me. The 4 wraps. Okay, let me just pop in these screws here first. I'd rather pay more for food than being forced to tip. Yeah, and there's been a few restaurants here in Toronto which I really like. Like, they'll tell you straight up that, hey, our prices are a little higher because we're paying our, employees a living wage. And I'd rather do that than, who knows where that tip money even goes fucking half the times anyways. Is there going to be a Manta rerun? There probably will be a V2 at this point here, yes. It seems like there is enough interest in the board, but we'll see. When everyone gets their Mantas in the United States, because that's where the bulk of the orders were, we shall see. Personally, I'm loving the Manta. It's been a joy to type on, but I'm biased. Hello, Drew.
God damn, dude.
Thank you, Unicorn, for the subs, man. We have some ideas on little tiny things that would probably change, but you know what? The more we keep brainstorming, the more we can't really think of anything that we want to change in the board. So maybe some like minor things that we're kind of like, okay, this could be a smidgen improved for user experience, but like we're not even sure how we're going to implement things. But we're not going to spoil too much. Lord knows there probably won't be major changes. I don't think there will be. The Manta, Bull and I are very happy with the overall shape and like sound signature of the board. The only thing, if I could tell you guys like one honest piece of thing that I want to change for the future is, the long gaskets? I have some ideas on how I want to make those a little better. But those would require us to R&D some new molds, which is not going to be an overnight process. No, this is a 65% keyboard. Oh, wrong way. Pink Manta when? There's been some requests for a pink Manta for sure. We are genuinely considering pink Manta. I'll pick it up in some colors then. ISO on hotspot. Sorry, what's the question was? R2 instead of V2? It still might be a V2. Like I said, there might be changes. We don't know yet. Partner with Venom and create more 65% HEs? Oh, I think Gondo is working on an HE PCB for the Manta, right? I think Gondo's cooking up some fun stuff. Should be cooking up some fun stuff anyways. How expensive would a full-size Manta be? The fin is the most expensive part to manufacture on the Manta. I don't know how much it would be extra on top of this fin, but it would be another expensive project, and I honestly don't think people are going to spend, like with everything going on in the world right now, I don't know how many people would be willing to spend a super high premium on a TKL version of the Manta. Plus, I think the fin design works better for the 65. Oh, hi Frank, how are you doing? The fin would probably need to be thicker. That too. And again, we've already kind of discussed this. The fin of the actual raw cost of the keyboard is... I'm making up a number here just based off of like what I kind of remember. But it was definitely a large portion past more than half of the cost of the unit. These are expensive. This is also why we decided to not produce fins separately to sell, even though people really wanted them. We would have to price them. I think Bull was even saying it was something close to $400 just for the fin to make it make sense, which makes no sense because you just spend an extra $50 and you get the entire keyboard. So it just was not worth to produce these separately, which we kind of are kicking ourselves because I would have loved to have some extra fins to play around with, but it was just too expensive. The reason why, in case you guys are wondering, is we've curved the fin. See how it's not just a straight line? And the pillars are part of the fin. So this whole thing needs to be a chunk of copper that needs to be machined. They take a while to machine. So it just didn't make sense. What if you did a fin that's straight? Well, that's kind of what the schema is happening with that, you know? The fins being swappable would be pretty cool. Yeah. It just wasn't feasible. No, so if you guys saw, we did a aluminum Manta. The red one, Motorsport, was aluminum. Aluminum took just as long to machine, and I think, if memory serves, the red one was only $50 less. We looked at pricing, and it was crazy how much even the aluminum part was to machine. It was not worth it. This is also why we didn't offer an aluminum version, because we really liked the aluminum version, but it was too expensive. Much, much too expensive. Yeah, and then also, there's like a trading channel. I know it sucks because it's not like official or anything, but it's like we're not going to be proxying anything, but there's also a trading channel if you guys want to trade things with other people. Looking good. All right, so I guess, you know what? I think maybe the path we take today is the Laranges, although, but I have another set of switches here. Yeah, let's just do the Larange switches. Let's not do the MX2As. I think Laranges would be a lot of fun for this. Yes or no? They're lubed and spring swapped. What do you think, JQ? The only thing I couldn't do is film them because they didn't accept a film. This. Ugh. Let's do it. Plus, I think it would make the Manta look really cool with having some like really bright keycaps on this. Or switches, rather. I did this yesterday. They're done with a 63 gram spring. I've been doing 63s for a lot. Oh. But this was an older set of springs I had. Not a bad set, just an older one. I think they were an old set of TX springs. I don't really remember off the top of my head. The label was kind of like ripped off. Tape. Oh, here. Unk springs. It's not so much that I'm back on the heavier. I ordered a bunch of 63s for myself because I was like, okay, sometimes I like a heavier spacebar because I am a little bit, I do this sometimes, I lean into my spacebar. And now I'm kind of like, oh, I kind of like the sound of 63s on some of these. I still prefer the weight of 53s. But sometimes the sound of it's nice. Also, let me just quickly use the 63 is heavy to me, yes. Let me quickly use the restroom. One sec, guys. Too much water today. If he's invincible, why can't I see him? That's a good old World of Warcraft meme. Very good. I did wash my hands. Thank you very much. I probably should actually moisturize my hands again, but I'm going to wait a few minutes here. Let's solder. Come here. So did Motorsport... wait, so you did Motorsport, but that wasn't part of the sale? No, Motorsport was part of the sale. It's an aluminum fin. But, it didn't reduce the cost as much as we were hoping. Ooh, the chair is overtaken. Yes, sir. All right. Milmax first. May the chair's memory be a blessing. Always a blessing. I want to get a new chair. As much as I like this chair, we have another really like kind of destroyed one, like the plastics discolored and everything, of a Herman Miller one. These are all like office finds, and I like the Herman Miller one way more. It's just destroyed and discolored. I wouldn't mind trying to find either another used Herman Miller Aeron or buying one brand new in the color that I actually want. But man, those are pricey. Yeah, I think I've really learned to really love the Aeron. I had an Embody, and then also I've recently tried it again. I don't think I love the Embody. I think the Embody is one of those ones where they don't fit for everyone, truly. The Aeron, however, the Aeron's been a fave of mine. We love you. Thank you. Not to try and profit from bad times, but the current downturn in the economy might be good for hunting down office liquidations. Honestly, you're right. It truly might be. A lot of offices are downsizing too. Let's break this. The Liber Novo. They're a newer brand, right? Like, it's a new company. I don't know how much I want to do a new company. Have you heard of Far Far West? It's like a first-person Helldivers. No. Dude, again, I've been so into Diablo right now. I'm trying to do a new build for my Warlock. So I'm really like hyper focused on that, you know? Should be nice. Where's my switch opener? There's one. I don't think I marked it, but yeah, I totally did not. Nice light coat of lube on these. Okay, I'll have to feel them out as I go, but there was... Oh no, I did mark it. There's one with a marking on it that I wanted to use for a spacebar. L'Orange switches. Oh, the pin's bent here. I would not get Liber Novo. They have short warranty and a motor that... Wait, a motor? Liber Novo has a motor? Huh? What's the motor for? On the chair. For back movement. Oh. Oh, it vibrates your junk. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want that. Honestly, like, the less parts, the better. We were arguing for like an hour in your Discord over them. Laurent switches? They're a little quieter. They work better with an aluminum plate. And they work better with extremely low amounts of lubricant. But I'm a fan. I'm in here to show you guys quickly. Let's plug one into our spacebar that we mil-maxed. Now let me get a spacebar for you guys. Here, I'll just grab this one. So it has some sound. It'll be good. Mira 2. Oh, I heard about the Mira. Did we try that one there? We tried the Sail. We liked the Sail too. Like I said, I'm not really planning on getting a chair anytime soon, but do you get ESD while walking do you get ESD while on a walking pad? I have not yet pulled the trigger on a walking pad, although I probably should. I really probably should get one. But I've also heard those don't really last very long. Have you seen the GroveMade desks? They're really pretty. I wish I knew of them before I bought this one, but I'm happy with this Ergon Office one. It's made in Canada. Can't complain. I'm really happy with it. Sail is their budget chair? I thought it was comfy. Mix this up a bit more. My Manta pumice is on the way. I hope you like it when it comes in. I'm going later. Drew. I'm just gonna do light cardio today, though. But I'm gonna be working out this weekend mostly. What's your opinion on work louder boards? My consensus on work louder is you're buying them for the looks. They do absolutely nothing different than any other keyboard. And honestly, I have one. I bought one of the original batches. I don't know how much they've changed. I do not like the feeling or quality of the board. They feel cheap for the price. Do I recommend them after purchasing one with my own money? If you like the vibe, sure, go for it. I don't think they're worth I think at the time it was like $350 asking price. But I mean, that company is clearly built off of buying something for the vibe, you know? I got their XYZ board as a dev board since there's a lot of layers you can put it on. It's okay. Yeah, I would say I think that's a great way to put it, given it's an okay board for what it is. You may have asked already, but have you used the Yara? No, I literally took it off to take photos. I probably won't get to use it as much as I thought I was going to get to use it. I have to ship it to Keybay Tech. So I think it's going to be displayed in the Keybay Tech store for the remainder of the group buy. I do love their micro too. I use it about every day. That's the macro pad. I think the macro pad probably has more use than their full-size keyboard. Do you feel like it's made well, Gibbon? Like quality-wise? Because my impression was very cheap for the price that I paid. And again, I don't know if things have changed since then. I feel like GroveMade spends so much money on marketing, they have to sell $20 desks for 100, or $20 desk mats for 120 to break even. Yeah, their desk pads are so expensive. All their stuff is. Oops. To summarize, what did you think of the Yara 65? You seemed underwhelmed. So I think sitting on the keyboard now for a day, it's not so much that I'm underwhelmed. I think the joy, and I think I was explaining this to a friend of mine this morning too. looking at the Yara, right? The Yara. When it's not built, it is a pretty keyboard. It looks good. It suits the theme. Amazing. However, I think my problem with the board is not so much that it doesn't look good. Once you put the components in, that middle piece in which is in the renders and like is marketed, you don't have it anymore. And it kind of just becomes a silver keyboard at that point. It's still extremely pretty. They did a really good job with the theme. The curves are good. The lines are good on it. I do think it needed some of that silver accenting on the outside of the keyboard. The sound profile, it was pleasant. I did enjoy it. But I think the more that I look at the keyboard itself, I keep thinking, damn, I feel like it's missing something now that it's fully completed. That's all. I wouldn't say that I'm underwhelmed, though. I think I am whelmed. No, it's a normal reaction, I think. I'm not over the moon. But it is a nice board. Oh, I think all my commands are wrong today, guys. Sorry, it's been a long morning. Appreciate your highly valuable inputs. I was also put off a bit. Yeah, I mean, it seemed like everyone was kind of bummed a little bit after we put everything together. Like, not so much bummed, but like, you know, the keyboard's here. It's right here still. It's still a pretty shape. It's gorgeous. I like what they did with the subtle curves. The back of it's really pretty. But it doesn't hit the same when it's fully built. Visually. It did sound good. I like the way it sounded, you know, like just to show it off one more time here. Very nice sound signature. But yeah, I think it's just the aesthetic thing for me. It's missing something? It's missing some visual flair on the outside. Maybe we had too much expectations. Yeah, without seeing the bottom, it's basically a box on wedge. Yeah. You know, it is what it is, though. Can't get upset at it. Alright, let me just make sure everything's popped in nicely here. And then we shall start soldering. And then we will assemble the Manta. I love simple shapes. I rock a tofu daily. But I think the tofu is a reflection of something simple. This is meant to reflect the Porsche. What is it? The Carrera or something like that? I forget which one it is now. I still think they did an excellent job with the design. The 911, yeah. They did an excellent job with it. It just so happens that the outside seems a bit lackluster compared to the inside. Alright, time to solder. Let's turn this on again. I agree, they should have just put the pattern on a Toblerone. That would have been the ultimate solution for me. Thank you, Substantial. I appreciate you, man. Make sure this is all perfection here. And thank you guys so much for all the subs and stuff too, and even supporting my channel here, guys. Like, I know I've been saying it a little bit more than usual, but you know, the more I think about it, the more I think like, damn, you guys are, I mean, amazing people for supporting my channel here. And I'm very fortunate. Should have added wheels. Not the wheels. I'm here for Anit's glass artistry. Has he been selling it to you guys? That's crazy. I'm here just to serial win giveaways. Oh, by the way, Alex, should I tell everyone? Should we do the redraw now? I literally just forgot until you mentioned it. Okay, Alex decided to pass on the giveaway yesterday. So we're going to redraw the NV70 giveaway. Let me quickly set... Oh, shit, I unplugged the keyboard. You're the best. Have been into arcade stick modding for years and was custom keyboard curious. After watching your stuff, finally got involved. Such a fun hobby. Thank you. Appreciate the kind words, Substantial. Also, arcade stick modding is not too far off from keyboards, huh? Alright, let me quickly pull up the redraw for this. Stream elements. Did Alex win yesterday? That's so funny. Yeah, he decided that he probably wasn't going to use it much. If it's okay that I say that, Alex. So he's being amazing, because he could have just taken this, right? And then sold it or something, but he wants someone else to have it. So hats off to Alex, dude. NV70 redraw. Alright, you guys have until I'm done soldering. Let's just put this back over here now. Oh, it does fit without the desk pad. Did you redeem a cell? Okay, you know what? My favorite board is the Iron 165. The Iron's a pretty board. I don't like the way it's personally designed, though, for the internals. And even the way it closes together. Let me switch gears. I feel like I'm leaning in too much and it's blocking everything. Gotta solder carefully. You're too swole? Damn. I want to save my karma for the schema giveaway. Wait, what? There's a schema giveaway? I might give away that prototype for real, though. Well, look, I almost forgot to solder one set of pins here. It's because I got distracted. My nose is so itchy right now. Looking good, looking good. So excited to get this together. Between prototypes and the final version, how many Mantas do you have? I think I picked up 3, so I think I have 5 total units. But I might auction for charity one of the original ones off. And I was, I found a good little charity for wildlife that I was thinking about doing. I thought that could be fun. Don't read this focus, Alex. Wait, don't read this focus? Alex son, LOL. Omni. Pardonnez-moi. 5 Mantas? That's like a fleet? Oh no, maybe it's 6 total. I think I did order one extra one just in case I needed extra parts. I just don't remember what color the extra one was. A fleet's pretty funny though. Man, I wish I could build slash design keywords for a living. That would be sick. Oh man, I feel like you have to do so much more for a living though. It's not just designing. I feel like you do kind of have to be a vendor to make a real living. There's not enough units to get sold to make a living off of. What is a group of mantis called? A gaggle? Oh, I don't know. AK made 0 from the Manta? Manta profits were mainly, to be transparent with you guys, we mainly wanted to make sure vendors were taken care of first so they could better support customers. Not to say that we didn't have like a royalty payout system for ourselves, but the board was already expensive. And we really couldn't have made too much off of it without it being like obscene, so. Is it actually called a squadron? That's pretty fun. I like that. Have you gained any new insights as to why the hobby is still centered around GBs after designing your own keyboard? Absolutely. Let me explain. Let's do some quick math. Let's just say, for the sake of talking, you design a keyboard, right? And you sell 500 units. Or you want to sell 500 units. Okay, so let's just say you go to the manufacturer and you say, okay, 500 keyboards, and they want times, let's just say on the cheaper end, $250 per unit. So $250. Right away, you need $125,000 for 500 keyboards. Now, you also have to think of overhead cost for where you're going to store 500 keyboards. Okay, let's just say you're a DIYer, you're going to do it at home. You're going to vendor everything at home. So you don't have any inherent overhead other than stuff you're already paying. Shipping on 500 keyboards is not cheap. That's another few $1,000. Let's just call it $5,000. You're going to have to pay import fees and taxes on those. That varies, and I don't know how much that is really, but like, for example, on the 7 units that I got for myself, and to ship to some people, there was already like $300 of fees. So that's just, let's just say another 13%. So let's just multiply that by 1.13. So we're now at $146,900. Now you're going to also have to think of ordering extra parts past the 500 units, or only selling 450 of your units. You need extra things to support people. So now you're going to have to think of, okay, well, I want to order another $20,000 worth of extra pieces just in case. And now we're sitting at $160 something thousand. Then let's just say some customers, which will always happen, you're going to have some people who are having issues with it. That's going to eat at that cost as well. So you're looking at close to, let's just say, with other fees, there's more things I'm not even mentioning right now, like paying for the website stuff, marketing, R&D cost, which we didn't even talk about. You're looking at almost $200,000 that you have to have on only 500 units. There's a lot of money that would be requested for that too. So that's a lot, and that's not that's for 500 units. So this is why people are still doing GBs. And that means you'll be out $200,000. It's still. We're just basing it off of a $250 cost. That means you'll be out of $200,000 for 6 months plus, maybe even a year. You have to be financially okay with that. So, I don't know. It's tough, but it gave me a lot of extra insight, and because the business loan is not guaranteed. I don't think truly a business loan for a niche product is a good idea. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I would also that's going to add cost to your product as well. There is a cost that is passed on to customers when you take out a business loan. You're telling me you don't own the menu like Gion? I do not. Can you show more pics of the schema? I only have those 3 photos, but we're getting we have prototypes being made right now. They should arrive within the next few weeks, and then you guys will get to see it finalized on video, on motion picture. Hear me out. I think it's a good strategy to sell more keyboards. Picture this: Manta X Labubu. But I mean, like, there are only a handful of vendors who might even have close to that capital sitting in a business bank account. And I'm telling you, they're not going to blow it all on one project. Like, there's no reason to do that. Because then they don't have money to pay employees and stuff. It doesn't make sense for the amount that it costs for products in the keyboard world. You know, and I would say even the fact that Novel Keys is doing pre-orders and at least guaranteeing no matter what happens, it's being made, even if 2 sell, is a great way to do it. It still allows people to like get their product guaranteed, and it works for Novel Keys so they don't have to overproduce something that maybe isn't going to be as popular in the moment. And the incentive is you get a discount. But yes, I think that is the most insight I can give you guys. I don't know if that helps. But Rama figured it out. Oh yeah, he figured it out big time. He got that McLaren. He said, fuck it. Later, y'all. Kidding aside, it's really more of a balancing act nowadays, a good chunk of which is passion for the hobby. Yeah. I bet he was scared shitless when you know what happened this year. Oh, maybe. Alex, have you ever tried HBCPs by Heine? I feel like I have. I don't remember when, though. I feel like it's a while ago. Yeah, and this is, you know, to speak on that too, and again, I'm not pro you guys spending money on products that you guys don't need and spending all your money, first of all. I want you guys to be financially responsible. However, I'm telling you guys, it doesn't make sense to have businesses run on razor-thin profits in this particular community and then still get good products and service out of it. It doesn't work that way. We have seen businesses being pressured or try to use that as a fundamental idea to run their business in this hobby, and they don't exist anymore because they ran out of money and then ditched customers. Or they just ditched customers because they're not working. And for a while, there was a ton of people, you know, both in the community and in the influencer world, that really pushed the idea and notion that everything was too expensive and everything should be made cheaper because, look, this one company can do it. And I will tell you guys, that really put a lot of strain on vendors, and they took that as actual advice and lowered prices of things, and they failed. It's not feasible. It just doesn't work. Also, money just to make it worth it, the time, because making a board is no easy practice. That too, yeah. Operator, I'd like to subscribe to your channel, but the subscription rates are different between Twitch and YouTube. What platform do you prefer new subscribers on? Totally up to you. Whatever works for you. I think YouTube has more like variety of what you can pick to pay for. But whatever you'd like, Operator. There's no reason to pick one or the other. Whatever you'd like. Whatever makes most sense for you, and I appreciate you even wanting to do that. Dang, those are Laranges? Yeah. These are Larange switches. The QWERTY keys and Neo won the battle to the lowest. Literally no one can compete. Yeah, they definitely won battle to the lowest, you know, battle of the cheapest board that's custom and still very good quality. However, I think I've seen a shift of some people wanting to experiment with something a bit more like boutique / designer. So I have been seeing an uptick of people wanting stuff like this. But I still think Neo is still the most predominant company in custom keyboards at the moment. They also run on giant MOQs. They also have ties in their own factories. Like, they got a lot of stuff going for them, so it's also insanely difficult to be on the level that they are on. So all right, let's put on some force brake stickers and assemble this bad boy. Just moved to China, easy, but it still wouldn't work. We got all our components made in China, and it's still expensive. Still waiting on the Zoto 60 finger crossed. What happened with HKB as well? What'd I do? People want premium boards, but no one will. But not everyone will buy 4 to 5. Yeah, times are tough right now too, and this is why I've been saying too, like, hobbies are great. I want everyone to have hobbies. Oh, we actually finished soldering, so let's redraw for that giveaway, the NV70. I'll give you guys another 10 seconds here. It's a redraw for yesterday's giveaway. You forgot? I did until Rock mentioned tickets. Oh man, this one's tough. You're welcome. Thanks, Rock. Okay, let's draw now because it's been 16 minutes on the dot. Winner is Mamba. Congratulations. Good old Mamba. Congrats, dude. Mama, can you send me a DM? Congrats. Big old W from Mamba. Is Mamba here? Mamba's always here. Well, not always, but... you know what I mean. Mamba, please. We'll give Mamba a minute. He better be here. Alex, will you exit scam us? I have nothing to exit scam you guys about, and I don't really. I'm never gonna do that. If I fail, I'll let you guys know I failed on something. I'm not that type of person. You know, I'm really not. Like, I'll be the first person to admit I fucking fucked up and I need help. But I also don't do things to put myself in bad situations, so. Hi, Squirrely. Bodybuilder influencer? Wait, where's Mamba? We'll give him another minute. We'll give him until 2:27. Well, I think it might be a little. We'll give him 30. We'll give him another 30 seconds here. Might have to do a redraw for poor Mamba. It's okay, it happens. Force brake stickers. I left them inside the bag here. Well, we might do a quick redraw, but I won't be taking new submissions for the redraw here. Wait, where did I put the... oh, they're right here. Okay. All right. Redraw in 10 seconds. I didn't see Mamba's name pop up in chat. My boy Mamba. Actually, has anyone gotten their mantas yet? Yeah, tons of people have gotten mantas yet, so far. All right, redrawing. In 3, 2, 1. Winner is Silver. Are you there? Okay, Silver's here. Thank fucking God. Congratulations, Silver. Congrats. Can you send me a message? Let me write your name down here. Build log. All right. Send me a message and I'll send you the form over probably, honestly, probably Sunday. I don't know if I'm going to be at my computer at all tomorrow. And then tonight, I want to try to laser focus on some work tonight. Preferably Twitch, just so I have it like on record. No one tries to like impersonate you, which I've already had once. And like I've been saying too, I've been kind of avoiding using Discord. I also saw a few people asking like, what's the point of putting these force break stickers on? The Manta, this one here I don't like. The Manta itself has a lot of flat pieces that contact each other. So you can look at it from like an unfortunate, fortunate, whatever perspective you want. It needs some separation from this. The design is complex and non-typical, so it definitely needs some extra separation. Is this a restream? It is not a restream. How are you doing? This is a client build today, so. Actually, I don't know why I put these ones here. This one here. I don't know what I did here. I don't know why I did that for, but that does not go there. This one goes here. There we go. Hello, chat. Hi, Craig's. How you doing? To enable the design, force breaks are necessary. Yes.
God damn, dude.
Thank you, Beat. Appreciate the 5 tier 1s, man. That's very kind of you. Alright, did I get all 6? I did. Perfect. And if you guys do notice a little bit more resonance, another place you can put a force break if you guys want. I did experiment on this, but I don't think it's necessary. You can put one more on the bottom over here. Or top. I don't think you should though, because this is nicely flush against the bottom. But if you guys want, you guys can. Thank you again, Beat. That's very kind of you. Oh, we have the numbers. I swear we put it in the Discord for how many people got the SE variants, but I'll go look, I guess. What kind of SW on your left, bro? SW screwdriver? This one? This is the Geon screwdriver kit. So it's the shit, what's the actual brand name called again? I always forget. Also again, do not over crank these screws. Literally go until it stops and then just let go. Oh, switches. These are L'Orange switches. Do not over crank any screws on any keyboard. Also, a little tip too, totally preference for this next one. If you guys want a more clackier sound profile, you can actually remove these alignment pieces. There's silicone pieces over here, these little bubbles. And that will actually help with some of the poppiness of the keyboard. Dude. Jay, thank you so much for 5 tier 1s. Really appreciate that, man. God damn. Thank you. Wow, Frank wasn't subbed. It's okay. So nice. Thank you, Pickle, for the tier 1.
I feel like I was just celebrating 12 months last week.
Time flies, huh? It really does. Oh, the other thing that we're probably going to do, just because we never got to test the factory stickers, is change the way the stickers work on this for round 2. Not that they're bad, but they are a little finicky on some of the models. You put out pie charts of how many percentages. Oh, I don't... Okay, if we put percentages, I don't think we shared the number, but I'd have to go pull it up. What foam does the Manta include? No foam. There is no foam in this board. The foam does not work because of the way that the PCB sits. But I have experimented with foam, and it does work with foam. It's just awkward. And I don't think, from like a retail perspective, I probably would not have included it. There's an official build guide for the Manta, just in case someone wants to make sure they're not forgetting anything. I worked on one, but it was more just a video. It's not 100% done yet. To be honest with you guys, we were actually expecting this to be done end of Q2, and it's not quite end of Q2 yet, so we thought we'd get everything shipped out by, like, start of Q3. We're a little ahead of track. So I only have a bunch of streams to show you guys. I just want a Thocky Manta. Technically, you can put PE foam in it. Would you say a pogo pin PCB would be possible in future iterations? I don't know. Just try something here. No, it doesn't stay that way. This one here's not sticking. Get out of here. Thank you, Big Red, for the tier 3, man. I appreciate it, dude. Oh, my lord. Thank you so much, man. Damn, everyone's being so kind today. I really appreciate it. Please, come out, sticker. Alex, do you know if the Hex 3C... is not... Wait, what? Oh, shit, did I just... Where'd the sticker go? Oh, it fell off. Okay, whatever. Where'd it go? It fell off my thing here. Thank you, Chayo. I appreciate the sub. So nice.
Chayo011238 gifted a tier 1 sub to Sidewind RJ.
Thank you, thank you. Alrighty. Did I put it on my neck by accident? No, I didn't. I don't know where it fell to then. Probably fell on the floor. I wanted him to say who up keeping the... Okay. That's funny though. Love the jazz and keyboard information while I'm working at my desk. Appreciate it, man. I'm gonna do my favorite mounting style, which is the grommets. I'm a little torn right now because I do like the O-ring too, but the grommets are my favorite for this. RNG would have been cool for this, actually. I will admit. But I think if I had to pair RNG with something here, I probably would have paired it with... I don't know, actually. Maybe the pumice wouldn't have been that bad for this. I was thinking maybe this is the wrong shade for the keyboard. I was thinking more machinist. I feel like you want something earth tone for this one. Anyone copying a Yara or a Juno? I liked the Juno a lot. That board sounded great. The switches we used were a little tame though. Alright, you don't really need to put in the silicone thing, so I'm not gonna bother. We just did it just in case someone needs it. Alright. I wonder... sorry, I put the Laranges in my PT750 and they sounded great. I'm hoping they sound good in this. Really hoping. Hey y'all, how you doing? Good. Very good, I would say even. Dare I say. Very excited to put this together. PT750, this guy is rich. It was a nice board though. It was expensive, but it was a nice board. Thank you guys again for all being here today. You guys are awesome. I'm feeling good. I finally managed to defeat lunch. You defeated it? Again, 2-pan, I would not overcrank any of the screws, especially these particular screws. Do not overcrank these at all. Oh my god, my hands are shaking too much today. I've been trying to hydrate properly, but my god, dude, like I feel like I can't hydrate properly. I feel like it's just too much water for me. Kind of wild to have diagonal screws. It makes installation of the board really great, and it allowed us to lower the front height a bit. So I'm pretty happy with our decision to go with lower front height here. It was a good trade-off in my humble opinion. Oh, here's the sticker. It fell off completely. Fun, fun. So here is again the bottom of this particular Manta. Oh, piece of fluff. Looks so good. Here is the side profile with no keycaps yet. This is still one of my favorite ones. I gotta say, this color combo works so well on this board. It does. Well, we're going to be using a brand new set, so we're going to have some predictions today. This is a client build. The deepest sounding Manta, I would probably go with one of the SE bases, the copper bases. Get yourself a plastic plate. Honestly, put a piece of foam in. We didn't sell it with foam, but just get yourself a piece. Oh wait, I'm done after Windbreaker? I know you are. Prediction. Clients get Mantas before GA? What's GA mean? This was actually Canadian. Oh, general availability? Do you mean like when they go for public? Like when they... Sorry, when the... what's it called? When they sell to the extras? Yeah, clients... Everyone will get their board first. Before they officially get released. What do you mean? The clients... The Mantas already got released, though. The only region who hasn't got their shipping yet done is the US. Because Bull had the most amount of the shipments, so he had to ship them in via sea. Done? What is this word you speak of? Okay, you guys will enjoy this prediction, please. Will this set be messed up? Yes or no? I hope that answers the question, Shiki. I hope this set works on this. I think it will. I think it'll look cool. My Manta shipped 2 days ago in the US. You better not scam us again. I'm not. It shipped via UPS. The box looks fine. You guys can have a look. I'm not going to flip it over, though. Omni-type hand-packed this, I think. Huge no payout. Yeesh. It does, though some releases were later. Stalking Bull's website in case there's extras. He'll announce extras, but he's shipping out all client stuff first. Mode Monterey might look really good on this too, actually. Fuck. John Omni-type himself? I think so. Why are we running a point scam? I just hydrated. What do you mean? Oh, did I not hydrate for you? My bad. This is a fresh set, yes. I know it doesn't look fresh, but this is how it was designed. It was designed to be like a jewel case for PlayStation games. You know? Damn, I haven't said that word in a long time. Jewel case. Cool. Not that I bought a CD in a freaking hot minute, dude. This set originally came out in 1989. Why doesn't my name have my prediction? What do you mean? JQ, can you message me on Discord really quick if you're still here? I like the box more than I like the set. I love the set. This looks so similar to the GMK 916. It's a nice set, for sure. Hold on one sec, guys. Digipacks? Did someone just use... Oh, for a second, I you know, I'm thinking of the wrong thing there. Oh my god, I can't reach the backspace. I think my Dracula is my favorite. Oh, Dracula's a nice set too. Dracula I've been finding very hard to pair with, you know? Omnitype gave me a promo code for 50% off GMK Symbiote for 40s users. I got swept away in a minute. Or got swept away in a minute? Oh, the 40s sets. Okay, also, are you guys ready for this? Pausing the music for suspense. What the? There we go. Everything's in working order. Fuck. Damn. The usual suspect is always flipped over. It's because, okay, the reason why is because see this right over here, this large gap underneath? I think it... Actually, I don't know how. Honestly, maybe I'm wrong. It's always that one stupid keycap that gets flipped over in this set, man. Is Mamba back? What's up, Mamba? The fucking points, bro. Can I pass the board back to Mamba? Silver, are you sure? You can if you want. It's yours to do what you want with. If you feel like you want to pass it back to Mamba, then you do you. I want to. Mamba, do you accept Silver's graciousness? You guys are so kind. Holy shit. It's an NV70, brand new in box. No, it's okay. So much niceness, I know. I'll let you guys discuss. How about that? You guys discuss, you guys let me know, and then I'll ship it out this week. I was like, wait, that's not the right Manta. Confused the fuck out of me. Low-key, I need the karma for schema giveaway. What the guys, can I ask you a question? What is this schema giveaway? When are we doing it? Who decided on this thing? What is this? Adam came up with it? I mean, like, yeah, we'll do a giveaway, but it's not going to be for a long time. The group, we haven't even done the prototypes yet. Oh, what's up, Nutty? How you doing, man? What's up? What's up? Nutty is if you guys want, Nutty is a pretty fun streamer. He does a lot of like really cool stuff within OBS. As for me, I do keyboards. So if you guys like keyboards, we're finalizing a design that actually I did for a client here. A new chat gets me to see... Wait, what happened? A new chat gets to see me edge 20k points. Oh, here. Let me actually finish the prediction. So, yes, this set is messed up. I mean, a lot of you guys voted yes, so... Messed up set. What can you do? What can you do? Not much, right? Can we ban cheese for insider trading? What the? We didn't bring any germs? It's okay. I don't mind germs. This is messed up as much as my life. Pardonnez-moi. So VIP Discord role was... It doesn't really matter too much because I don't think there's anything like truly sub-only anymore. But at one point, to make it more inclusive, I guess, I wanted to offer a way to allow people to get to the sub chat without having to subscribe to Twitch. Oh, ballspin. Yeah, I'll do that right now. So yeah, I think for me, it was just that. Like it was, I wanted to make sure people had a free way to get inside it. There you go. If it wasn't clear, by the way, if Mamba truly doesn't want it, I think I'll pass the NV70. Damn. Should we do another... How about this, Silver? Sleep on it? And then we'll redraw it tomorrow. So it doesn't seem like too crazy today. Compliment for U-Toy? U-Toy. U-Toy, I wish it was you and me. Sitting down eating a burger together right now. Love you, buddy. Oh, I'll do the fidget spinner for you. Here, I'll do this from here instead, Drew. Wait, I have to do it like this. U-Toy, I also hope you're having an excellent week this week. So we're all going to agree to pass on the NV70 to the schema? What the hell? Oh wait, ew, Bard. Why'd I have Bard on this? Let me take this off. Let me get this off this keyboard. Bro being gaslit to give away... Dude, that happened to me with the Moon Tower, remember? I didn't want to give that board away. I was pressured. I was forced. Actually, I don't want this one here. I much prefer scooped, personally, yes. I'm a scooped guy. When did you jump to the scooped gang? I've always been scooped gang. Never have I ever really been Bard gang. Is Adamant in it fighting? What are you supposed to do? Can't do anything, right? What are you supposed to do? Thank you, Dart.
When can you show us Stinger?
I don't have a Stinger. Am I supposed to get one? I don't think I have one, to be honest, Dart. Like, I don't think I'm getting one. I don't know if anyone's going to be doing content for that. I think that's just going to, like, it's going to sell on its own, you know? I'd love to do content for that, though. Got a Queeb question. I never use the caps lock, but with my VIA keyboard, I can't figure out what to map caps lock to. I set it to Control or Alt. Mainly because I use a Mac keyboard, and normally Macs have 4 buttons over here, but even on my Windows computer, I have set it to Alt. I don't really use it for myself that often for caps lock, obviously. So Alt is kind of nice because then I can just Alt click things like this. At one point, I even set this up to, oh man, a special macro key. I can't remember what I used it for, but it was a macro key at one point. It's still spinning, guys. We talked about the schema colors at one point on a stream. I don't remember which stream it was, but I don't think they were 100% finalized, FYI. Actually, this looks really cool with dual shot. I'm vibing. It's a nice tone. Good tone shift here. Looks dope. Ooh, this is actually really, this is like subtle. I like this. Let's see what it sounds like. Ooh, the alphas are already hitting. So these are Laranges with an aluminum plate with the grommets. Oh, fuck, I gotta copy this build. Ooh. Damn, this is like clacky for the Laranges. I wasn't sure about the spacebar. Hold on, I'll stop talking. I'll type a bit. Need to tune up this side of the spacebar ever so slightly. I am curious with O-ring. I kind of want to try O-ring too, but ooh. I am shocked by how loud this spacebar is. Nice. Okay, I guess I have to get a set of Laranges for myself to do then. These are nice on this board. Affecting my nervous system. Do you guys like it? No, the spacebar is mil-max, but I mean, MX2As we've heard on this board. I don't think it's as sharp as this. I just use 204, in case you guys are wondering. I don't like when these particular switches are overlubed. All right, well, really quickly, guys, before anyone takes off, JQ, do you want to say it or should I? You may reveal. This is not actually for JQ. He is actually giving this to you guys. I'll expose him just because it's so nice. So, want to do a giveaway? You guys feel like doing a giveaway real quick? That's insane. Yeah, can you guys clap for JQ? Or, I don't know, thank the guy? All right. Let me go set this up. If you guys are on YouTube and want to join in on Twitch. I can't do the giveaways on YouTube. I don't know how it doesn't work for me. Thank you, JQ. Big W for JQ, dude. All right, let me set up this giveaway for you guys. Again, I do ask the winner pay for shipping. Everything else, though, keycaps, switches, the build, like, this is all yours. So let's do a giveaway. I am going to copy this build, though, because I really, genuinely, really like these. All right. Please enter. Now I have to sub here. You don't have to sub here, operator. Anyone can enter. This is not a sub-only anything. Feel free and join in. We'll draw in like a minute. The only thing is, I'm probably going to want to take some photos of this, because I do like the combination of keycaps on this. Thank you so much for this sub. I appreciate it, Risky. So just give me a few days, if you guys don't mind, just to take some photos, do all that. Now it makes sense why JQ said, whatever switches you think are best. Funny enough, he's been planning this for quite some time, and then the reason why I have 3 sets of switches lubed, and the reason I don't remember some of the specs of switches, is because I lubed these like half a year ago. So I don't remember all of them. That's why I was trying to hide it, but I just really didn't remember. Craigs, thank you so much for the tier 1. Appreciate it, man. But the Laranges were done recently. That was done last week. The MX2As and then even one of the other switches I had prepped are all done last year. How does this compare to your TTCX? I actually prefer this. I mean, I can show you guys afterwards, because we'll do we'll do the drawing here first. All right, I'm gonna close it in 10 seconds. It's just my way of giving back to this great community. Hope whoever wins it enjoys. Thank you, JQ. Love you, buddy. I was watching YouTube and had to come over to create a Twitch account. Dude, I would love to win a Manta built by you. Well, enter with exclamation point ticket. All right, drawing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. R2, are you there? I hope so. R2, are you? Congrats, R2. Congrats. R2 needs to type in chat. There he is. R2, congratulations. Let me copy paste your name here. Congrats. I am here. Congrats, man. The reason also why we kept this as a little secret is because we didn't really want people to join in just for the sake of joining to... We wanted to give you guys who actually watch the streams, because I know R2 has. R2's been here a while as well. That's the other thing. I'm sure there would have been people who don't give a flying fuck about my streams who would have just tuned in and taken the board and then fucked off. So, R2, can you please message me? So nice.
Thank you, JQ. Tier 3 sub to R2_MH_D2. They have given 499 gift subs in the channel.
I would watch the stream more, but you're on the other side of the world. I know. I try to do as many daytime streams as I can, but... Congrats again, R2. Most lucky moment for the past 20 years? That's a big W, bro. It turned out really nice. Honestly, I think the whole board looks fantastic. There'll be more fun Manta content. Who knows? Maybe more giveaway in the future. Who knows? This looks so good. Can you read my question? Absolutely. 1 second. Let me see. Have you built a board that has this range for switches that sounds all this good? With like all the different mounts? Yeah, there's been some boards. I'm gonna be honest, like put on the spot like this, I'm not sure, but I do want to applaud Bull, especially because Bull's mainly the guy who did the internals. The Manta, and I don't know if it's because of the fin either. Like we think it is. We've done testing. We're not 100%. But it does seem like the fin contributes to some of the sound profile of the board. And I think why some of the internals, or not like all the internals, all have unique sound signatures. The O-ring's fantastic on this board too. Like, yeah, here. So this is my other personal Manta. This was actually done. This is still the prototype PCB in here. I didn't bother to like swap it out, but this is the production unit. A bit more subdued than this. And then I have, I just disassembled one of the Mantas yesterday, so I can't show you guys, but this one here, I actually put foam in it, as you guys can see. I have a TikTok on this one here, I think. No, this is grommet. And then the other Manta, which is hiding underneath a few keyboards. I'll fish that out for you guys here. This is the one with the TTC XPTs. Ignore the missing switch because we moved it to the... And again, the client unit for today, which is the giveaway unit, which is now R2's unit. Yeah, that was the SE Tangerine. This is the proto, but I mixed and matched fins and stuff. Actually, sorry, no. Wrong. I didn't mix and match. This is an aluminum fin. This is not actually stainless steel. This was our test fin. The actual ones will be much heavier that are SE with the actual stainless steel fins. Oh, the shirt. You know, I still have it. I need to get it to you. Worth, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. All right. Test fin giveaway? No, but it's over here. But again, I'm gonna... Actually, I don't feel like taking it out right now. But I'm thinking of that other unit that everyone really likes. I have to figure out what I want to do with that with you guys. All right, though, guys, that's pretty much the stream. We are pretty much done. Oh, child, can you message me again, actually? I do need to get your address for that. The funny shirt thing. All right. I am going to take off for the rest of the day. I'm going to do a little bit of other work now. Video editing. Fun. I don't actually know if I can do it straight after this because my eyes are like killing me. Yeah, Drew, for sure. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you again to JQ for essentially making one of the most hype giveaways that I think we've had in a while, but it was very JQ, low key. Thank you to everyone who continues to support this channel. I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you, thank you. Congrats winning a Manta soldered and everything in the best color is wild. Yeah, it's a good one. All right, let's... where is it? Let's find someone to raid. Let's see who is online. And I do see your message, R2. So I will send you the form here in a few minutes. Mango's online. It's great, Mango. This one's not set up for my Mac. You guys have a good one. Take care. What's the plate? On the one we built today, it's aluminum. Honestly, my favorite plates are aluminum and polypropylene. So those are my two favorite Manta plates. Have a good one. Love you guys, and bye-bye. Later.